I have been to the Gulbarga district. So recently, I spent there 4 days and was able to travel around 30 villages in Gulbarga district. I traveled mainly on the sides of the Bhima River. So what in this video, I'm trying to explain that what is the present situation, political situation in Gulbarga. It is not an opinion poll or anything, that what people are thinking, what are the people's issue, probably what is the perception of the people, like who are the candidates from the different political parties. So let me start with sharing the screen. So now, what is Gulbarga district? We need to know that little bit of this, some information in Gulbarga district. So it is a part of Hyderabad Karnataka district. So Karnataka can be divided into 5 parts, and Hyderabad Karnataka is one region, which is, like, you can understand why it is Hyderabad Karnataka. It is very close to the Hyderabad. Now, British did not rule this region directly. It was under the control of Hyderabad Nizam. So that's why this area has been called as Hyderabad Karnataka. Now, technically, this region got independence in 17 September 1948, which is celebrated as Hyderabad Karnataka Liberation Day. So British left India, but there are certain provinces who Nizam is one of them. Like, they got marched into India only in this area, like 17 September 1948. So as you need to understand why British did not decided not to directly rule it, because this is a historically very underdeveloped area. The rainfall in this region is very low. Water scarcity is very common during the peak summer season. People moves to Maharashtra, Hyderabad in search of job. It is very common. But in this area has a very political, it is very significant, and Gulbarga is always been is the epicenter of Hyderabad Karnataka. So Mr. Birendra Patel, who was Lingayat by caste, and Mr. Dharam Singh was Rajput by caste, become CM of Karnataka from this Gulbarga district. And we all aware that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, a stalwart of Congress party, he is also from the Gulbarga district. He was MP in 2009 and 2014, and presently he is the Rajya Sabha MP from Congress. So there are 9 assembly constituencies in Gulbarga district. It is SC dominated, like 25.3%. That means every 4th voter in the Gulbarga district is SC. ST population is low, only 2.5%, and significant Muslim population. So Muslim population is 20%. So that means 25 plus 20, if you see 45.3% is the SC and Muslim population. What is the rest population? There's the Lingayat population is there. Koli Samaj, there is important. Kuruba population, like the ex-chief minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, is from that Kuruba community. Now, in this region, as it was very underdeveloped, so Article 371 special provision was made in the year of 2012, and it was done by the central, that time Congress was in the center, and Congress get it done. And people informed that pace of development has changed after this. So this is a very significant event in Hyderabad Karnataka, and as well as in the Gulbarga district. So now first let me go through some pictures what I am able to get it during this. So what I understand that, if you see, this is the Kuruba Samaj temple, but his ongoing work is going on, and the Koli Samaj temple. So like every community inside the Hindu, so they have a separate temple. So that is very, very interesting to watch. And why I'm showing these pictures, to make you understand that unless you understand the society, then it will be very difficult to understand the political equation. So now, if you see, there was a marriage function was going on. So what is happening in the marriage function? People from all across community, they attended. And if you see, these are the gifts. Whatever they got it, the groom has got it, they display here in this manner. And if you see the what are the types of gifts, like utensils, okay, so you can understand that how can be the social economic condition in this area. This is a landscape. This is the in the Bhima River is going on. And if you see, there agriculture is the main occupation, and here the agriculture is done not by tractor. It is done by this sort of bull. So in every village, if you go, you will find that in all the agriculture means family, you have a bull, and so that's the scenario. And here the people are very warm. People are open. The language in Gulbarga district, what I faced, that people are mainly speaking in Kannada. Hindi is, they can understand Hindi, but they can't speak properly. Okay, so people are very warm. That's what I observed. And the food is awesome. Here you can't get, so this is the chicken and mutton is whatever I got it while traveling. And the chicken, it is not like it is like not a broiler chicken or anything. So it's like the local chicken dish, and this is the mutton dish. Both are very, very tasty. The food style is different, and if you see this cursor what I am taking, so this is the Jawar roti, it's a kadak roti they call it. So the food is slightly different, and but it is very tasty. So now past voting pattern, if you see the Gulbarga district, so if you see at least in 2000, I'm focusing on 2013, Congress was able to win 7 seats out of this 9 and polled around 36% vote share. And whatever in 2018, if you see, Congress was able to win 5 seats and with a vote share of 44.5. So BJP vote share, if you look at it, is in 2018 it was 42.7, in the parliament 45.4, in 2013 it was 19.9, and 2009 it was 43.7, and in 2008 assembly 35.3, but it jumped in the last parliament election 2019 52.6. And the Congress vote share, if you see, almost it is maintaining in the same level, like 43.6 in 2008 19, and then 44.9, almost 45%, then 47.8, then here it got reduced to 35 when there was multi-counter fight in 2013. Again in 2009 parliament it was 43.7. So if you see the parliament 2009 43.7, Congress has got it, and here also same 43.6, the same vote share. But BJP was able to improve the consolidated and non-Congress vote in a very major way. So that was the scenario. And Gulbarga is generally considered as a strong hold of Congress because of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and Mr. Dharam Singh. Dharam Singh was CM in, if I'm not wrong, in between 2002 to 2004 from this region only. So what are the findings? Whatever I find it, that before going that, the JDS is diminishing. So like in Gulbarga district, if you see, JDS polled around 8.3% in 2018 and 14.6% in 2013. So whoever, now what is important here, the Bhokalika population is not there. The JDS core vote bank, that is not there. But what is there, the individual candidates, they are able to manage their vote. So now what is happening, this vote share, as far as at present scenario, means whoever the JDS candidates is not very clear. So at present scenario, it seems like the JDS voter, whoever voted in 2013 or 2018, they are in a mood to change over to Congress or BJP in the scenario. Now, whoever is able to reach out to these voters, so they have a huge advantage in the 2023 assembly election. And as I mentioned you, that even in the caste, in the Hindu caste, there are different temples: Ambika Chowda Bhavan, Kanak Bhavan, Sevalal Bhavan. Okay, so all this, so there are different bhavan in a village also. If you go and ask the voter, what is your need, what is your demand, so people will speak out, okay, we need a bhavan. What bhavan? No, Sevalal. No, you will ask, so there is a bhavan already. No, that is from X community, but we want a separate bhavan from our community. So this is the social equation, and when the social equation is like that, then there will be a caste-wise voting pattern will be observed. So the major communities whatever interacted, the Lingayat, Kuruba, Koli, SC, Muslim, and ST. So these are 6 communities what I am able to get it. So what many people is understanding, the Lingayat is a single community, but what I observed, that at least there are 6 subcastes of Lingayat. That is the Banijika, Ganika Lingayat, Swami Lingayat, Panchamshali, Bhokalika Lingayat, Reddy Lingayat. So there are 6 separate communities is there. The overall Lingayat community, if you ask, they're inclined towards BJP. There is no doubt. Okay, because but in constituency to constituency, if you find out that the voting preference is different among the subcaste. So suppose in one constituency, the Ganikas is little bit inclined towards Congress. Okay, in one constituency, Panchamshali is inclined towards Congress. Okay, so this is the scenario. It is there. And Kuruba community. So there is significant population in this Kuruba community. Almost every constituency you can find out around 20,000 to 40,000 in between voters will be there as per the local estimation. So they are inclined towards Congress due to Siddaramaiah. There is no doubt. But Kuruba is not voting in mass to Congress because of local level equation. So this is a small village. In village politics is different, and in the village politics, what was there? That in many villages, the Kuruba used to vote for BJP, and so they have a soft feeling, soft corner for Congress because of Siddaramaiah. But this is not converting into vote. The soft corner is not converting into vote. Now, if the Congress candidates, whoever is contesting from the 9 seats, if they can solve the local level this equation, I think they can do wonders. Okay, they can have a clean sweep. So what my observation whenever I roam around these villages, I understand that only around 50% Kuruba only voted for Congress in 2018 assembly election, and Congress potential candidates also are not focusing to consolidate consolidate the Kuruba vote. Because you need intelligence that which village is voting, which village is not voting, then you need to manage it. So you need an election management. So that is, I think it is missing, but there is huge potential. Even the BJP leaders of Kuruba, what they told, that if Siddaramaiah Saab is coming for any functions, they are going to attend on a regular basis. But while voting day, they are voting for BJP. They told nobody actually approached from the Congress in a very serious manner. And so that's the reason. Now, Koli Samaj, one more very important community, and that Koli Samaj, it is inclined towards BJP, what to understand. And so it has happened also in 2018, your assembly elections. So that was there. And I think the trend is continuing. And in the meantime, though not from Gulbarga, but from the nearby district, Yadgir. So, power of Chinchonsur, there was a Koli Samaj leader, he joined BJP. And so these are some local equations also playing. So Koli Samaj vote, whatever I am able to interact, they're inclined towards BJP. Now SC, what people may consider that it is a uniform community, but like Lingayat, there are also mainly 4 divisions, whatever I have observed. One is SC right, SC left, Lambani and Bobi. Now these 4 communities like Lingayat, so they are there is a separate voting pattern, what you are observing. Like SC right, they are strongly behind Congress, what you find out. SC left and Bobi Samaj voted are floating. Certain villages they are voting for Congress, certain villages they are telling that they will vote for BJP. So it is floating, it is not very fixed. And the Lambani voters, so they are inclined towards BJP. So now this you need to understand that in Gulbarga, after the delimitation, from 2009 onwards, Gulbarga is a SC reserve parliament seat. So in the SC reserve parliament seat, what is happening? Mallikarjun Kharge from SC right, he is contesting from Congress, and BJP always put a Lambani candidate. So in 2009 and I think 2014, Rivunai Balami contested. He's a Lambani contested from BJP. And in 2019, from the Chincholi, Umesh Jadhav contested from BJP. So what is happening? Last 3 elections, so there was a fight between SC right and Lambani. So that because of 3 parliament election, it seems that Lambani voters, they whatever I am able to interact, they are little bit inclined. They are definitely inclined towards BJP. And then now. What I find out that out of these 9 seats, Congress has almost more or less fixed candidates. Means people are taking the name of the candidate. Candidate means it can be father or something like that. Means but the more or less candidates is fixed. What is in Chitapur? Mr. Priyank Kharge will contest from Gulbarga North. Madam will contest. What people will tell Madam, that is. Jawarki, Ajay Singh will contest. Afzalpur, otherwise M.I. Patel or his son will contest. Chincholi, Lambani candidate is preparing. Alan, B.R. Patel is ready. Sedam, Sarana Prakash Patel will contest. So Congress is yet to decide on 2 seats, as per whenever room, that Gulbarga Rural and Gulbarga South. Now, what I observed when I discussed with the people, so what I can think that can Congress think out of box something. And it can be now what is happening. Mallikarjun Kharge Saab is the Rajya Sabha MP. Very unlikely, like he's going to contest because his age is also there. He's close to I think 80 years age. So it's unlikely that he's going to contest the next assembly parliament election 2024. Now in that scenario, so there is a space available to accommodate someone else in that seat, and that strategy can be played prior to the assembly elections. So which can influence a good section of vote. So now there is Raghunath Balamgi, who was contested in 2009 and 2014 against Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. He joined BJP in 2018 assembly election. He joined JDS in 2018 assembly election. So can Congress induct him and declare him, even prior to the assembly elections, that he will be the MP candidate from Gulbarga, because the BJP candidate is fixed. BJP candidate is Umesh Yadav will be contesting for sure. So now if you take Raghunath Balamgi, so the Lambani vote, I believe that Raghunath Balamgi has a good very good reputation among the Lambani voters in this district and along with the nearby Bidar district as well. So now whether Congress can play at the same time, we need to think. Now at the same time, Congress generally believes not going to target certain segment. They want to be a party for all the people. So generally what they will do, there are 3 SC reserve seats in Gulbarga. One is Chitapur. They give it to SC right. President Mr. Priyank Kharge, son of Mallikarjun Kharge, is the present MLA. So SC right will take 1 seat. Your Chincholi, they will put a Lambani candidate, and Gulbarga rural, they will put a SC left. So this is the scenario. Now, here what we understand that Lambani community, my understanding, the Lambani community is a like they vote in a block, not like the other segment, not like Bobi, not like SC left, they don't vote. So can Congress think to put 1 right and 2 Lambani candidate from Gulbarga rural as well as Chincholi? I think that will give a better benefit. And in Gulbarga rural, Baburao Chauhan is there. There is one person. If this one, if Congress and SC, if the present MLA from BJP, if I am not wrong, I think he's from the SC left. So that equation can change a lot. So need to think that Congress can, what is the Congress strategy in this. On the side of BJP, what is we can understand that BJP has a fixed candidate in 6 seats. Gulbarga South, Apagoda Patel, Gulbarga Rural, present MLA, Afzalpur, Malika Gupta, or from his family, someone will contest. Chincholi, Umesh Yadav, son is the present MLA, Aland, Mr. Gupta, Subhas Gupta, and Sedam, the present MLA, will contest. Now, one thing is for sure that BJP will put Lambani candidate in Chitapur. At Jabargi, what we understand, they may change the old candidate, something, Dodappa Gowda Patel Naribol. I think they may change the candidate. So that is one equation. And Gulbarga North candidate will be Lingayat, but who will be, things are not very clear. So in this case, price rise, I think definitely it's an issue. Now, when you interacted that whether you impacted in price rise, what people told that previously we used to purchase 1 liter of mustard oil. Now we are purchasing the Adha, means like small mustard oil. They're purchasing mustard oil in small, and they reduce the consumption, that is for sure. And definitely because of the gas rise price, many people like previously was using gas cylinder, they're using the they went back to the old traditional method, okay, using wood for cooking. So that also we have observed. But what is happening, price rise is hurting people. But the opposition, mainly Congress, they're unable to convert into voting issues. Means because of that, people will leave BJP and vote for Congress. That is not the scenario. And that I feel when you interact with Congress worker and this one, I think the clarity is not there. The instruction is also not there. The training is not there. I think that we have observed. So price rise is hurting because this is a social economically, it is a lower segment. Okay, here that is very crucial. Means price rise is hurting them very badly, but it is not converting. Now, what is one more point what I found, that Article 371 has changed. So many people, like if you go to a big village, like the JP headquarters, in that village around 10-12 people definitely have got job or medical seat or engineering seat under the Article 371J category. So individual beneficiary number is good. But what if we have understand that Congress is unable to sell that? Okay, the Article 371J came. So how people's life has changed, that narrative Congress is unable to build it. Even that many people like who got, I'm sure that even the Congress top leadership, like district leadership, they are not connecting with those people like who got individual beneficiaries. And the individual beneficiaries, through that, in a chain reactions, things can, Congress can work a lot. But I think that also Congress is lacking very much in this area. The ST voter, though it is less, around 2.5%, But what people told, the impact of Sriramulu was very high in earlier times, like in 2013 and 2018. But this time, I think the impact is very less. Okay, the ST voter, which is voted for BJP in 2018 and a little bit in 2013, they voted for BSRCP. I think that vote is now floating. And if Congress reaches out to them, opposition, they may get it. And the ST segment, if you need to understand, that social economic is very weak. So the price rise and all the other issues, they will impact them more. Now, if you ask that what is the present scenario, I think the situation is poised now. Now, whoever is manages one side, the booth level equation, local level equation, who can understand solve the puzzle, they will have a definitely. And at the same time, if the opposition can create a narrative, because the opposition, for the BJP, what I understand that creating a narrative in pro BJP, there is not much sentiment on the ground. But what is happening? Because there are issues. And so that issues only opposition can create. Opposition is here, mean Congress. If they can create a better narrative, like price rise, how Article 371J has changed this area. Like I was traveling through a bridge. What people told, one small bridge came in Bhima River, okay, and it has changed the everything of 18 villages. Close to 18 villages. What people told, they used to go to Gulbarga by traveling 55 kilometers. Now they are traveling only 20 kilometers and reaching to Gulbarga. So farmers are selling their produced in the Gulbarga market, and they are getting a better price. The students are going for a tuition and everything. So these are the things has changed. But what is happening? Once again, the narrative build up is not happening. So I'm not sure if Congress is able to do it in this area. I think they will get much more benefit. I think so. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. And I'm going to travel the Karnataka district wise, and I will try to build insights in a small video and in a writing. Thank you.